Here's a short clip from one of the songs on the upcoming Rock Band 3 game. Hope you guys enjoy, and we'll be back in a few seconds. That was the song Lasso by Phoenix, coming to us this holiday season on Rock Band 3. What do you think Guitar Hero is going to retaliate with? Because look at all these new features with keyboard, all this stuff. You know, they are two main competitors. How do you think it's going to change?
Well, I really think that the next Guitar Hero that comes out, God knows there'll probably be about 7 of them next year. They'll probably have Guitar Hero. They've actually had that name licensed for a long time, so it's not like it's something they haven't thought about before. They also have other names they have licensed. They're like Guitar Villain and Drum Hero and Drum Villain. You know, things like that. They have that under their licensing, so they can, whenever they want to, they can make that game. But I really think they're going to have to retaliate with something that is new, because Guitar Hero is starting to get very bland. I mean, they got better with Guitar Hero 5. I consider Guitar Hero 5 the best Guitar Hero since 3, including all the side ones, including Metallica and Van Halen. But I really think that Guitar Hero is going to have to step up their game, because if they don't, the series is going to die.
Rock Band 3 is a lot more innovative than Guitar Hero has been, in my opinion.
And I think that has to do with the main fact that everyone in Harmonix pretty much is an artist, a real person like that can play, whereas Neversoft is just a gaming company more than anything.
Well, one of the requirements to work for Harmonix, isn't it, to be able to play an instrument?
From what I understand, yes. They may have changed since then, you know, for like certain jobs may not require that, like game testers and stuff, but I'm talking like to actually work into the company. And on top of the 4-lane highway, as we were talking about, you know, everybody, if you look at the video, you can see everybody has a blue background instead of the normal black. Like when you have a bass groove, it went blue. It looks like that happens to everybody now.
Well, are you sure that's not the game design instead of the bass groove?
Well, there's really no way to tell, because, you know, it's a computer playing and they're hitting all the notes.
Well, we haven't seen the beginnings of songs yet either. So we've only seen like middle, like choruses and that kind of gameplay. We haven't seen intros. We haven't seen like endings or anything.
I would personally hope that they go back, that it is just like that, and they may take it. I would rather them take it away, because I like the black background. It helps me see the notes better. But really, it's not a killer of anything. I mean, it's not a deal breaker. I'm not going to not buy the game because of a blue fretboard.
Well, onto the musical aspect of things, which is the most important thing of all. What do you think of the new set list?
From what we've seen, I understand there's going to be about 80 from reports, but no one really knows for sure.
83 song set
list.
83,
yeah. Every song is going to have keys in it on disc. I mean, obviously on DLC, they've already shown that they don't have to put every instrument on everything, and plus, not every song has a key part. And I mean, you got songs like Bohemian Rhapsody, and that's going to have an excellent part on it for everybody. I mean, you got amazing harmonies. It's going to be an insane harmony FC. It's going to be an awesome key FC. It's going to be a good guitar FC, great bass FC, great drum FC. I mean, every part of that song is just fantastic.
Well, we've seen Bohemian Rhapsody with Guitar Hero, so I think the only reason why people are a lot more excited about it is because it's including vocal harmonies.
Yeah, I mean, that's the main reason, because, like, what's the point of having Bohemian Rhapsody if you're only playing one part?
One person, yeah.
I mean, we're only going to have 3 harmonies at any given time, but that song has, like, 20. I mean, from what we hear, there's at least 5 parts going on at every given time. But that's mainly from echo effect of just one person, Freddie Mercury. And it's also the first time we've seen Stone Temple Pilots since Rock Band 1, so I'm pretty excited about that, because I do like Stone Temple Pilots.
There's a lot of new songs in it that I'm looking at the set list right now. If you haven't checked it out yet, go to rockband.com. It has the set list released so far. So just go check that out, and you guys will know what we're talking about.
Put a link. And also, it has the first time we've seen the Doors in Rock Band or Guitar Hero, I believe. I mean, personally, I'm not a huge fan of the Doors, but I do respect what they do.
Yeah, I think we haven't seen the Doors yet. It's pretty awesome. Some of the titles, to just name a few: Ozzy Osbourne, The Cure, more Jane's Addiction, another Smash Mouth song, Joan Jett, etc. Just go look at that.
I think this game's going to include a pretty good set list.
It's a pretty diverse set list.
Yeah, that's the point of Rock Band, you know. There's going to be good songs. Like, you can't get you're not going to like every song on the set list. That's not the point of Rock Band. The disc is supposed to cover a wide variety of music. You're supposed to have a little bit of this, a little bit of that, you know. But DLC is for you. Like, you decide what you want.
Mm-hmm, definitely. What I really appreciate with rhythm gaming, more specifically the Rock Band and Guitar Hero titles, is that it really broadens your musical taste. Because like before Rock Band, I hadn't played like any metal. I don't like listening to metal still, but it's like I appreciate a lot of the stuff that they do, and like a lot of the drum charts, the guitar charts. It's insane. So like it really does broaden your musical tastes, and it really does open your eyes to a lot more new things.
And another thing I think it does is it also really gives you an idea of some of the bands that are out there, especially RBN. RBN's a big factor of what kind of bands are out there right now that really are just barely scratching the surface.
All right, well, some of you guys know that both of us were on Team Cena, which is a gaming team, I guess. And our sponsor, David, who is Cena's Corner, is going to be at E3 this week, and they're going to be releasing a lot of new and exciting videos for you guys to look at. So make sure you go to Cena's Corner YouTube. We'll put that up somewhere for you guys to click on. A lot of new things are going to be coming on Team Cena, such as maybe a new sponsor, maybe some talks with certain groups who I can't mention, but things will be exciting.
And don't forget to check out the forums, because we're going to have Team Cena is going to be having a tournament soon, and that's always a fun time to compete and meet some people that you may not have met before.
Our first tournament, which was during this past holiday season, 2009, was a huge success, and a lot of people participated. It was a really good thing to show everybody kind of play with each other, all in good fun, and it was interesting to see people I've never heard of like own others.
Yeah, it's interesting to know how many people out there are just like hidden, that don't get any recognition, that are actually really good at the game. I find myself looking at the leaderboards of especially Green Day right now and seeing a bunch of names I've never even heard of, and they're like the top of the leaderboards. It just makes you wonder how many people are out there that are just getting ignored by the main community. I mean, in the main community, we all pretty much know each other. There are people out there that aren't really integrated in the community and are really good at what they do.
Okay. On a more current topic, I guess, my co-host Tyler just recently full game FC'd Green Day Rock Band. Give him a round of applause.
In all seriousness, though, it's really not that big of a deal. But what I would like to point out is, because of the speed I did it in, I would say that they really improved the engine for Green Day Rock Band compared to the Beatles, because the Beatles was much harder to do. Yes, I will factor in the fact that the Beatles have harder vocal parts, but it was much more challenging to do the Beatles than it was to do Green Day, even to the extent that the parts are easier. I would say that Green Day, the improvement of the arrow and the improvement of the engine alone made the game so much better and much more fluid. Well, that'll be all for us today here at Swords, Guns, and Rock and Roll. I've been your co-host, Tyler Lutens.
And I'm your host, Tiffany Chen. Check back for more podcasts and more updates, and we will be seeing you soon.
See you later.